Welcome back to Bridge Brunch here on 102.5 The Bridge. 16 minutes past 10, and I'm very pleased to be joined by Kitty Westwood, who's recently received funding and business guidance from the Prince's Trust to start her new afternoon tea venture. Good morning, Kitty.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on the show.
You are most welcome. It's nice you came down. I wasn't expecting anything because I knew you baked cakes, but Kitty came in this morning with a tray of rather lovely nest... You call them nest cakes?
Yeah, Easter nest cakes. So.
Yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. I haven't had one yet, but they look amazing.
Thank you.
And you said that you pretty much just knocked them out last night.
Yeah, just last night, a treat for you.
Oh my gosh.
Hope you enjoy them.
I wish I could bake with such ease as that. It's just like, you know, putting something together the night before. It's amazing.
Practice makes perfect.
Well, this leads me to the first question. When did the love of baking really start? Because
I've always really had it since I was young. My mum always loved to bake, so it was getting involved with her, and then just followed it on really till now, and just practicing baking and doing it for friends and family.
Yeah. And when you were at school, did you know that as a career you'd want to do something along those lines?
No, I actually had no idea what I wanted to do when I was younger, so I've just sort of fell into it.
Yeah. And then when did it come about, your involvement with the Prince's Trust?
It was the end of November last year, really. A close friend suggested that it would be a good idea for me, so I researched it online and I realised they could benefit me quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad that I did get in touch with them, because they've been a great help. And
how does it work? Do you just say, this is my idea for what I want to do, can you help me? And it's as simple as that.
Yeah, you can get in touch online and then they'll get back to you and they invite you for sort of a meet and greet, and you give them your idea, and from there they put you on their workshops where they teach you about business, and really then you can decide if you think it's for you or not.
Yeah. Do you reckon they get a lot of people who maybe have a good idea but they get to that process and perhaps are put off? Or
yeah, I think that you can have an idea but then you can realise that there's so many faults with it, or so many ways that it won't work, that really that's why they're good, because they'll stop you from doing something that you may fail at, really. So it's nice to have that safety net from them.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your business model, because I think it's something it's always been popular, afternoon tea, but it's something that seems to be even more popular now. Tell us about what your business model is and what you provide for people.
Well, I provide vintage china, so people can either hire the vintage china on their own if they also love baking, or they can have afternoon tea from me as well. I do two types, the full afternoon tea or a smaller version, and so I'd bake all the cakes for you, make all the sandwiches and the scones, and I'd bring it to your house, drop it off for you to have your party, and then collect it later or the next day, really.
What really interested me when we first spoke is the idea of this vintage china rental.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Well, a couple of years ago I was watching a programme on BBC Two, a collector's show, and there was a lady that had a business where she bought vintage dinner sets to hire out for weddings, and I just thought, what a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
And I thought, how can I put my own twist on that?
How do you accrue the vintage china sets? Is it a question of just always looking out at antique markets or charity shops, that sort of thing?
Yeah, charity shops, antique shops, just keep looking round, some on eBay as well, but there is a lot out there if you want to go and look for it.
Excellent. One of the things that I think will interest young mums especially is that you wanted to have your own business, you wanted to do this, but you didn't want to sacrifice the time that you would spend with your two young children.
No, I didn't want to sacrifice any time. It's such an important time when your children are young as well, and if you can find something where you can perhaps do a lot of the work on an evening when they're in bed or at nap times, or perhaps when your partner's at home, then it's ideal.
This is how it works perfectly, really, because you bake everything. You don't have a premises, you don't.
No, I do everything from home. Sometimes I can bake when my son's there, and if I feel it's too big a job and I can't handle it when he's in the same room, then I save it for on an evening, or I get up early.
Do you have tried and tested recipes for cakes and that sort of thing, or do you, as you go further along with this business, will you try different things? And
a mixture of both. Yeah, I've got recipes that I love doing, that I bake all the time anyway, and then I've got ones that I just like to experiment with, or I think that'll be nice for the menu, so I have a go at it first.
I can actually smell those the chocolate cakes that you brought in. They're only sat a few feet away. They smell absolutely delicious.
You need a cup of tea.
I think I need a cup of tea. Is that like, it's the perfect formula, isn't it? A cup of tea, slice of cake.
Definitely.
Yeah, it has to go hand in hand.
Yes.
I suppose when your business model works. yeah, that's. Could you sort of? I mean, the case in point, these nest cakes that you put together, could you sort of maybe do more seasonal things when they come round, sort of like tailor it to Christmas and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I would like to do that as the months and like you said, the seasons change, have products that sort of tie in with that time, so sort of more Christmas cakes and Christmas type cakes as it comes into the Christmas season, or perhaps even Halloween. I don't know if anyone wants a Halloween afternoon tea, but
I'm sure, I am absolutely sure there's somebody out there that would like Halloween afternoon tea. Let's talk about the process that the Prince's Trust put you through, because the Prince's Trust, if you don't know, it's for is it 13 to 30-year-olds, or it's from 13 to 30-year-olds, so it's tailored to younger people, starting business, projects that they have. So what sort of happens from start to finish? I mean, we said that you sort of pitched them your idea, that sort of thing. Sorry, carry on.
Oh, no, well, from the start, you have the meet and greet, and then, like I said, they put you on the workshop. But then if you do decide from the workshop you do want to go ahead with your business idea, they will help you one-to-one put in a business plan together. And then from there you do pitch your business, or they'll help you pitch your business to a board at the Prince's Trust who'll decide if they think your business is viable. And then from there you'll be awarded your loan if you applied for one, and your mentor support afterwards.
How important is that mental presence after it? Because I'm talking personally, the very idea of having to start a business and then do it pretty much on my own, I think that's quite a scary thought, and I think it's a scary thought for many people. Yeah,
it's very helpful to have your mentor there, to know that you will be seeing them once a month or every few weeks, but also that you can call them and get in contact if there's something that you want to check out or something you're worried about, to just have that behind you.
So it is sort of like not a 24-hour thing, but they're pretty much there when you need them.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call him in the middle of the night, but
No, there's nothing cake-related that can be that big an emergency. But I think you said before you didn't really have any sort of, I think you said you did GCSE business studies, which I think a lot of us did, but that is not enough to sort of start something like this.
No. There was lots of stuff about business, how you run it, the legalities of it, that I had absolutely no idea about. So to be taught that was excellent.
So where do you go from here? Obviously you're only in like the first few weeks of your project. So is it just drumming up business, see how it goes, and then expand from there? Yeah,
I've got some plans for the future, but at the moment I need to concentrate on building it up, getting some business, like you said, looking forward to this year to see how it goes, and then see how I take it from there.
Excellent. We wish you all the very best of luck. If you'd like more information about Kitty and what she offers, you can visit the website kittysbakehouse.co.uk. We're tweeting a picture on the Bridges Twitter feed that we took with Kitty and the cakes that she brought in for us this morning, and we'll put a link to the website from there. If you want more information about the Prince's Trust as well, you can visit the website princestrust.co.uk. Kitty, thank you very much for coming and joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.